Hello there and welcome back to my channel. It is of course only me again, and thank you all so much for tuning back in for another metal detecting adventure. So in this week's video, it promises to be a really exciting one because we have come to the site of an old medieval deer park. What that basically means was that many hundreds of years ago, people would have been in here with horses hunting the deers as a sport. And that of course means that they could very well have dropped some nice goodies from the medieval times for us to find with our metal detector. So the field that we're in today is a ploughed field, which is great for us metal detectorists. However, it does have a very young crop growing in this field, and that means we're just going to have to be extra careful when we're digging holes. But just looking at the surface of this ploughed field, we can see plenty of oyster shells, a really good sign of occupation, and there are bits of pot absolutely everywhere. So today could be a really good day. We've got our metal detectors ready to go. We're going to be digging lots of holes today. Will we find something from the medieval period, or will we just find ring pulls and pieces of circuit board? You're going to have to watch to find out. And if you want to see what we find today in this amazing field, then continue to watch the video, because everything that's good that comes out of the ground you will see right here first. And that leaves me to say thank you all so much for watching. Do hit that subscribe button if you like metal detecting content just like this, and if you want to give me some extra fuel to go out and make more videos for you, hit that thumbs up button just down below as well. That means a lot. But that's the talking out of the way. Let's go and dig some holes on this absolutely amazing sunny day. I will see all of you on the very first hole. Well, it's that time of the morning where we've come down on our very first decent target in this amazing deer park field. And for a moment I thought this was going to be something really interesting because it came in the sort of 50s on the target ID, but I dug it out and it's a thimble. So it's not anything silver and small and round and very flat, but it is a thimble. However, I don't think it's an incredibly old one. I would probably push to say 1800s, but it's very crushed. I mean, this thing has obviously not had a very good life because it's just totally flat and totally crushed. But yeah, it's a little thimble, no problems with that at all. Quite happy to find a thimble, and it's a really good sign of occupation. So let's just keep pushing on. Hopefully we get something good. Wish me luck. Now, when you're walking along a ploughed field, always keep an eye on the surface. What you can find can tell you a lot about the place where you're actually detecting. And right here is a prime example. I've got a really nice little piece of medieval pot. And I can tell this is medieval pot because it's got a very black interior, which they call the fabric. And it's got this very sort of coarse gravelly stuff in and amongst the mix as well. And this was locally dug from a local beach or shoreline and thrown in just to make the pot a bit stronger. And it's quite common for this area for gravel wares just like this, and very typical for the sort of 1400s period as well. So if there's pieces of medieval pot just like this in this field, there could be absolutely anything. Okay, so we've just had our very second target down here, and I wasn't too sure whether I was going to dig this one because it sounded a little bit ferrousy as well. But on investigation, there are little pieces of nails all around this part, and it was a repeatable target from multiple directions, so I thought we've got to give it a dig, right? It's coming up in the late sort of 60s, 69 to 70, and let's just see if we've got anything good. somewhere in here. Ah, here we go. So whatever it is in this tiny little clump of mud. So let's have a quick look and see if it's anything good. What is it going to be? Ah, look at that. It's just a folded little sheet of copper alloy there. So unfortunately it's nothing great, but that could have been a nice coin or anything like that in and amongst this iron. So yeah, not a one to take home, but certainly a great result for the machine. So this is quite an interesting little item, but I have absolutely no idea what it is, but my goodness, this sounded so good. Be digging that all day long, and it was probably only about 2 inches below the soil, so great result here for a ploughed field. And yeah, I'm not really too sure. At first I thought it might be a buckle, but I'm not 100% sure because it's almost pointed at one end, and on the other end it's got almost like a, I don't know, looks like it would have gone around and maybe there would have been another half to this, but it's definitely copper alloy, that's for sure. And it looks like it's bronze, which could mean it's quite old. And it's got a little bit of decoration here, which almost looks like a grip. So maybe this is some sort of tool for something. But yeah, how old it is, I really have absolutely no idea. Absolutely no idea. But it's quite an interesting little find. And I don't know why, but I look at this and I think it could be Roman. I mean, it looks that sort of Roman consistency. It's green, it's bronzy, and yeah, it could be. But imagine coming to the site of a medieval deer park where knights and lords would have rode around on their horses with all their regalia, and the thing that you find is something Roman. Hopefully it is Roman, but that's absolutely typical of metal detecting, and I quite like it. It's a nice little find. Come and take a look at this absolutely amazing thing that I have just plucked from the ground. Have a look at that. So it's round, but it's very heavy. So I think this is made of lead because it is super duper heavy. But it's also got a really nice little point to it here. So I think I know what this is, but let's just, oh my goodness, look at that. It's got numbers on it. It's got numbers on it. It's got some lines going around the outside, so it's definitely lead, and it's definitely some type of seal. I think this is some type of lead seal, but honestly, this has got to be the biggest seal I've ever found because it is huge. It's like twice the size of a normal lead bag seal. So it might mean that this isn't a lead bag seal. However, it's got 2020. Yep. It's got 20 on it. So this is obviously to measure something, isn't it? Let's see what's on the other side here, because sometimes they have, wow. Oh my God, it's got a little sword on it. Oh my goodness. It's got a shield on it. Oh, that is stunning. That is absolutely stunning. I'm just trying to clean it off so we can get as much detail from this as possible live on the camera. Oh, it's got a cross. It's got a cross on it. So if you look really carefully, you can see a little sword here, and it's got like a shield design here, and then right here is a little cross just below the sword. So this has got to be an identifiable seal. Is this a bag seal, a cloth seal? Who knows? But have a look at how big this thing is. This could be, you know, a document seal or something like that. Oh, that's really cool. Look, it says 20, and then I think it says half, because it's got a 1/2 just here, which I know is really difficult to see, but I'm definitely going to clean this up and get a picture of it on the video for you, because I think this is probably one of the best bag seals I have ever found. This is an absolutely amazing little find for so early in this ploughed field, and it does make me wonder whether or not this is medieval. It could be post-medieval, it could be Tudor, but trust me, this is an absolutely amazing find with so much great detail on it as well. I can't wait to find out any more information about this bag seal, and of course, as always, if you've got information, put it in the comments below. I read every single comment, and sometimes you guys surprise me, and it is totally amazing. Woohoo! Have a listen to that. That is an absolutely beautiful little high conductive target. 73, 74. Oh, this is going to be good. I'm sure of it. Absolutely sure of it. Okay, let's dig it out. I can't wait any longer and see what we've got. Okay, so let's just get the pinpointer and see if we can find it, because it says it's come out. Oh my goodness. It's a silver edge. It's a silver edge. It looks like we've got a silver coin. It really does. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Oh, why won't you focus? Focus, focus. Oh, look at that. Can you see that portrait? Who even is that? Because this is absolutely a hammered coin, but it doesn't appear to be a British monarch, because on the other side, if you look really closely, you can see that it's got one of those crosses on it. So it could very well be like a French coin or something like that. But look, it's silver, it's thin, it's definitely a hammered coin. And we have been in this field for probably about an hour, maybe just a little more, and we have come down on an amazing silver hammered coin, which, to be honest, I don't think I've ever found one like this before. So I'm going to have to do a bit of research into this to see if I can figure out who is actually on this coin. But have a look at that portrait. Oh my goodness, that is absolutely stunning. That is such a nice condition hammered coin. Is this from the medieval times? Is this from when people were in these fields using it as a deer park? Did this drop out of somebody's pocket when they were riding around on their horse? Who knows, but now it's going in my pocket, and I'll be going home by car, so it's certainly not falling out of my pocket, that is for sure. Wow, I just can't believe we've come down on such an amazing little historic find so early in this field. This is certainly going to be a lucky day today, that's for sure, because hopefully it's not going to be the only one, but my goodness, it is an absolutely stunning little coin with some amazing details as well. So of course I will find out as much information about this find as possible and put it on the video for you, but I think it's a nice little bucket lister for me. Absolutely chuffed to bits. So you are not going to believe this, because I was literally just walking along the same line as where I just found that silver hammered coin. I left my camera near where I found it and I was walking along. I got an amazing target, and honestly, just lying on the ground is another one, but this one's slightly different. Come and have a look. So if you see down here, literally just where I was walking, on the ground right there, is the fragment of a little hammered coin. Can you see it? Just lying on the top of the ground. Let's pick it out and have a look. So on first impressions, it looks just like a little cut half or something like that. And it looks much older than the other coin that we just found. And it actually looks like a cut half of a long cross silver penny, but it's not your standard long cross. This one is a voided long cross. So this is going to date to the late 1200s to the middle of the 1200s. And look, it's actually cut directly in half. And they used to do this because, of course, they didn't have change and coins like we have today. There were just very few coins. And if you needed a penny, but something that you wanted to buy was half a penny, you would cut it in half. And then you would keep half, give the other half to the person, and then buy the goods that you wanted. And this thing was just lying on the ground, waiting to be found. Oh my days. What an amazing field this is turning out to be. And I think this is going to be my best day of 2025 so far, because we have been here only a short amount of time and we found that amazing bag seal with all of those details on, that foreign coin. And now a few paces on, we've just found half of what appears to be an English voided long cross penny that is 800 years old. So what an amazing day. Now, I suspected that this would be a good day. It's the site of a medieval deer park where people have definitely been. But did I think it would be this good? Did I think that there would be stuff absolutely everywhere? Absolutely not, because I've been to places like this before and there's been absolutely nothing here. So to find little artifacts like this is really special, and to be honest, it just excites me with what else we are going to find today. And of course, if you want to see, you've just got to keep watching the video, and don't forget, subscribe below, because I upload a video every single week. So I can't promise they're all going to be as good as this one, but they're still out metal detecting and the chance is always there. So not too far on from the little bag seal piece, I've just gone and found another little ball, and once again this one has something inside of it which sounds amazing. Take a listen. Yep, sounded a bit better in the ground, to be honest, but I'm still going to open it. I thought it would be rude not to open this one in front of you, because you never know what's going to be inside of it. Let's just try this piece. Okay, so we definitely know that it's in this piece. And what do we have here? Oh, be good if I put it in the camera. Let's just have a little look. What is this going to be? Is this going to be another hammered coin? No, surely not. Surely this is not going to be another hammered coin. But it's round, it's silver, and it's flat. Surely this is not a hammered coin. Oh no, no, oh my goodness. I've just broken it. I've just broken it in half, and it is a hammered coin. I'm absolutely sure of it. It's just so brittle. Even just by gently picking that mud off of it, I have broken this coin. Oh, I'm so gutted. What an absolute idiot. Oh, no way. No way. I'm not even really going to be able to see what's on this coin now, to be honest with you. But it's definitely a hammer coin for sure, but now it's a broken one. So we've got, instead of a penny, we've got 2 half pennies. Oh, I can't believe I've done that. I can't believe I've done that. I'm just going to give this a little clean up, and then we'll just see if we can find out who's on it. And hopefully it's not going to be anyone good, because yeah, I am not going to be happy if I've just broken a coin that's really rare or something like that. So lesson learned there. Don't go cleaning your coins in the field because you could break them. So I've just cleaned the little pieces up, and this thing is so brittle that I even broke it just by putting a bit of water on there and very, very gently trying to clean it. Now the good news is I don't think it is a hammered coin. I think it might possibly have been a fake hammered coin, because if you turn the pieces over, just grab that piece, you can see that on one side it's actually not silver. So I don't think it is a real silver hammered coin, but it could have been a little fake one at some stage, that's for sure. So I don't feel so bad right now about breaking it, because obviously it would be, you know, yeah, silver could break, and of course you could definitely break a hammered coin without a shadow of a doubt. Silver is a very soft metal. But for this one to be a little bit shiny on one side and then on the other side just be completely blank with no silver on there at all, definitely says to me that this isn't a hammered coin. So whew, panic over, I can sleep tonight. Don't worry guys, I didn't just break a proper silver hammered coin. But hey, it still could have been once a coin that was used, so not a bad find at all. So I'm just going to pop these pieces back into the pouch there, and hopefully by the time I get home they aren't just turned to dust. But yeah, there's those ones. Let's see what else we can get. Well, we're now into midday in this amazing day's metal detecting. The sun's come out to see us, which is great, and I have just pulled something from this hole which looks super, super special. Now you've got to remember that we are in a deer park, and that is of course where people would have been riding around. They would have had lots of money, because people that had deer parks were quite prestigious and quite high status. And what I've just gone and found, or what I think I've just gone and found, could certainly belong to one of those people. Come in and have a look. Now at first I did think that this wasn't going to be anything special, but then I've given it a bit of a clean, and what it suddenly was just stared at me directly in the face, because this to me looks like part of a ring, and it's obviously the very top part of the ring, and the bit that obviously went around your finger has broken off. However, what's super cool about this ring is it just looks really, really old. And you can see on the top here, there is a slight depression where once there could have been enameling, or maybe even a gemstone or something like that. So that just goes to pose the question, how old is this? Is this medieval? I mean, it certainly looks medieval. It's just got that kind of look to it. But it could obviously be older. It could be part of a Roman ring or something like that. Because don't forget, there are tons and tons of oyster shells in this field as well, which is a really good sign for Roman occupation. However, we've never ever found anything Roman around here, so it just wouldn't make sense that there would be Roman stuff in here. But as you know, metal detecting, you can find anything everywhere if you go looking for it. So yeah, this is a really, really interesting little find, and I would love to think that once this was a ring on the finger of somebody 800 years ago who was in here hunting the deers, and maybe, just maybe, it had a really nice precious gemstone attached to the top of it as well. Now that gemstone has long gone, and I know what you're all thinking, look in the hole. Well, there won't be any point, because this ring is absolutely battered, it's broken, and you can tell straight away this has been moved around in this soil because of the plough so many times. So whatever was once possibly in the top of this ring is not going to be anywhere near where this piece was found. So I'm not going to waste my time scratching around looking for anything shiny. But I'm going to be super happy taking this home with me and giving it a clean up and just seeing if I can find any more information out about it. So I've just found another target, and at first I thought it's just a rock because it looked like a rock. But I picked it out and my goodness, this is heavy, but I don't think it's made of lead. Now it looks like it is definitely made of some type of copper alloy, although it might have lead mixed into it. But it's got some interesting shape to it, definitely some interesting decoration. Just don't know what it is. Come in and take a look, maybe you know. So first of all, as you can see, it's absolutely huge, and it's got this kind of little pimple here, which I don't know, almost looks like it was possibly used to fix onto something. It's obviously quite flat this side as well, but when you turn it over, have a look at that. Now, of course, I thought this might be a pot leg, and it still could be a pot leg, although part of a pot leg. But I've just never ever found a pot leg like this before. I've seen many different shapes of pot legs, and yep, they definitely come in many different shapes, that's for sure. But I've never ever seen one like this, and I've never seen one with a little dimple on the back there too. So that's what is making me think that this is a little bit more interesting than a pot leg. But actually what it is, I have no idea. Honestly, I don't. It could be really old. I mean, it's most certainly medieval. It's got to be medieval. But what was it? What once was it? Because obviously it's broken, isn't it? It's completely smashed into pieces, and you know, this could have been off of a statue or something like that, but it's been rolling around in the ploughed soil, and now most of the detail and certainly the shiny surface has long gone. But what do you guys think? Do you think this is anything good? Shall I keep it or shall I put it in the junk bucket? Leave me a comment down below, let me know your thoughts. But yeah, it's another interesting find in this amazing field. Take a little listen to this target down here, absolute screamer. It's an absolutely solid 84, and no matter which way that you go on it, it just sounds the same. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful target, and this one is going to get dug. Hopefully it's something good, but we can't guarantee that. But in a field like this, absolutely anything can come out of the ground. So everything is worth investigating, especially really nice signals, just like this one. Where is this one? I thought it had come out, but maybe not. Come on, where are you? Where are you hiding? Ah, it's under this bit, that's why. Didn't want to disturb that bit because it had the young crop in there. Oh, what's this? That's a stone. Come on, I know you're in there somewhere. Aha! And on this occasion, we've just gone and found... Ooh! Ooh! We haven't just gone and found. So when I pulled this out of the ground, I thought this was a shotgun cap. I honestly did. For a moment I was like, oh, all of that for a shotgun cap. But it's not. Look at the decoration going around the outside. I don't know if you can see that, but it's pitted and it goes all the way around the outside. And I'm willing to bet that if I push this through, yep, there we go, just like that. It's hollow. And we've just gone and found a beehive thimble. Granted, it's not a full beehive thimble because the top bit, the actual beehive bit, is missing. But this is 100% a beehive thimble because of the markings around the outside. Very, very stereotypical of a beehive thimble. And of course, it's copper alloy, it's thick. This thing is medieval. Wow, what a lovely surprise. What an absolutely amazing surprise. I honestly thought it was a shotgun cap. I was like, oh God, not another one. But it's not, it's a beehive thimble. That's so cool. So this is a large beehive thimble because look, I can fit my finger in it, and my fingers aren't necessarily the most daintiest fingers. They're quite sausagey, so they're quite big. And yeah, this is most certainly it. And you can see how they made it, because obviously there was a join here where the dome bit on the top would have gone, and that's obviously now long gone. So this is a really, really nice little find, and it's another amazing little artifact from this field. And again, medieval. Oh my days. Honestly, we are having such a good day today for finds. Yes, I found a few bits which I haven't put on the camera, mainly just little bits of scrap lead, a couple of bits of aluminium and shotgun caps. But to pull this out, I mean, absolutely awesome. I rarely find beehive thimble, so this is an absolute pleasure. And maybe with a bit of luck, I might find the top, but oh, what an amazing day. This machine is on fire today. It is not missing anything at all. Let's keep going. Honestly, at this rate, you guys are going to think that I am making this up, and I do not blame you whatsoever, but I have just gone and found what I think is another hammered coin. And it was such a nice signal, and it was fairly deep, 4 to 5 inches maybe, something like that. And oh my days, this has got to be a hammered coin. Surely it's got to be a hammered coin. I mean, it's silver, it's the right thickness, and yeah, we're in the right place, that's for sure. Let's give it a brush off and see if we can see anything. Oh, yep, it's a hammered coin, all right. It's another medieval silver penny. Oh my goodness. It's unbelievable. Honestly, it is absolutely unbelievable. This is going to be one of my best days metal detecting ever. Honestly, because it's just find after find. You cannot make one run in this field without coming across something which is historically relevant, and relevant to this field and this site and the history that has obviously been in this field. Because look at the detail on that coin. That has got to be an Edward of some kind, maybe Edward the First, second or third. And on the other side, you can see the long cross, which is very different to the voided long cross that we had earlier in this field, because this long cross is full. It doesn't have the void in the middle. And it's got the 3 pellets there in each of the quadrants. And this again is going to be 1300s. A coin all the way from the 1300s. And this field is absolutely full of them. And full of amazing stuff as well. I mean, what a day this has been. What an amazing, amazing day. Don't worry, I can't believe it either, but it is honestly happening, and this is the place to be, because this is now, what, 3 silver hammered coins among all the other nice little bits that we've had. Metal detecting days do not get much better than this. We are seriously in and amongst history, and it's our job just to put that coil to the ground and wait to hear it and then pick it up. Another hammered coin. Oh wow. Don't worry, I haven't gone and found another hammered coin, or at least I don't think I have, but there is definitely something very, very interesting in this hole. So please let it be something good. Haven't cleaned it, still got mud all over it, but let's go in and take a look. So the first thing I can tell about this target is that it's round. Look how round that is. And it's got what I think is some type of copper alloy rim just poking out of the outside of it as well. Oh, what is that going to be? Is it going to be like a buckle or something like that? Please don't be a button. We definitely don't want another button. But let's pick some of this mud off and do the big reveal, because as I promise in all of my videos, I do show you absolutely everything that comes out of the ground that's any good. Don't want to be seeing all the rubbish stuff, that's for sure. And sometimes it is just rubbish stuff, so yeah, you're going to get what comes out, unfortunately. But in an amazing field just like this, oh, so it is a buckle. It is a buckle, look, because it's got the little middle pin right in the center of it as well. But I think that's quite an old buckle. It's an annular buckle, which is the name given to buckles that were in a circle, had a center pin, with of course the catch there for the belt. So this is an annular buckle, and it looks like quite an old one, because look at this decoration on the side here. Can you see it? It's got these kind of hatch markings which go all the way around the outside of it. And that is very indicative of a sort of 1300s buckle. So we've just gone and found an amazing medieval annular buckle in this field. Oh my days. Look at that, with the pin still intact as well. Oh my goodness. This field is insanely good. It's so good. I mean, this wasn't actually that deep. It was probably about 2 inches below the surface, and boom, boom, boom. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful signal. And yeah, and it's not broken, and that's very unusual, because usually for buckles like this, they are very, very broken. Take, for instance, that massive, great big bronze thing we found earlier, which I think may be a pot leg. That is broken, and it's huge, and it's thick, and to break that would take a lot of strength. But this little dainty thing has somehow survived immaculately in this field. And again, it's probably about 700 years old. And it probably would have gone on somebody's belt as well. It's a nice size, a really nice size annular buckle. And it's medieval. It has to be medieval. I'll check in my buckles book later on when I get home, but I would be tempted to say 13 to 1400s on this one, but it could be earlier. So let me know in the comments below what you think about the age of this amazing little annular buckle. So from this hole has just popped this target, and this target is a little buckle fragment, and it's an absolute beauty. Now I say buckle fragment because there is a potential this is a broken buckle, but if I'm completely honest with you, I can't see any sign here where it was broken, and that means that we could potentially have a D buckle. And of course it's called a D buckle because if you hold it like that, it looks like a capital D. And if we have a D buckle, which the more I clean this, the more I think we have just gone and found another artifact from the medieval period, because these were absolutely rife about 600, 700, 800 years ago. It was the fashion back then to have a D buckle. It later went into spectacle buckles. Obviously you had the annular buckles as well, but back then everybody had a D buckle just like this. However, this one is missing the center pin, because if you remember on the annular buckle it had the bit that flapped over. This one is missing, unfortunately. But it's quite common for D buckles to have the missing center pin, and it's absolutely wonderful. What an absolutely amazing piece of craftsmanship. Single cast item with some really, really nice detail on it as well. You can really see somebody in the medieval times wearing this, and obviously it never used to be this dull and not completely full of mud, but it used to be super shiny because it's made of copper alloy, and there's going to be a lot of bronze in here, so it would have been really shiny at one point, I have no doubt at all. And yeah, we have just gone and found something else that's medieval, which pretty much dates to all of the other things that we have found in this amazing little field. Well, what did I say? Everything good that comes out in my videos, I will of course show you. And walking back towards where my bag is, we've had one more little find, and can you guess what it is? It's another hammered coin. It is another hammered coin, and wow, absolutely wow. This is a really nice sounding target as well, and it's probably 2-3 inches at maximum in this ploughed soil. And of course, we're in a medieval site, so what are you going to find? It's going to be another medieval coin, but this one has got some nice detail on it. Come and take a look. So this is the lovely little coin that I've just pulled from the ground, probably going to be my last target of the day. And have a look at this. I mean, look at that detail. It's so nice. It's even got a little bit of the flan here, which I think this is actually just a really bad strike, to be honest with you, rather than it being clipped on the other side. But it's another long cross penny. Another medieval long cross penny. I mean, if you ever wanted a date to say this is when this field was being used, it's from all of the finds that we found in this field, because they have been from the middle of the 1200s all the way through the 1300s, and obviously a little bit of the older mixed in as well. But a majority of the medieval finds we've had in here have been from around the 1300s. And oh my goodness, another silver long cross penny. And this one I think is an Edward for sure. EDVR, or is that a W? And I was just looking on that side, and you can actually see the mint mark. So it says Civitas, which of course is Latin for city of, and then just after it you can see LON. Now that might be really difficult to see on the camera, but LON DON of course spells London, and that means we've just found a coin from the London Mint, which is likely the Tower Mint, that dates all the way from the medieval period. Fantastic. So we are now at the end of this absolutely amazing day out metal detecting in this field. This has without a doubt been one of the best, if not the best day I have ever had. And I have been metal detecting for 17 years this year. So that just goes to show how amazing this permission really is. We have had silver coins, buckles, artifacts, all dating from the medieval period, and that just happens to be my most favourite period in history. Well, I'm really excited to get back in here and see what else can be found. And if you want to see me come back in here and do some more metal detecting, then all you have to do is hit that subscribe button just below. And don't forget, if you've enjoyed this video, do drop me a thumbs up, which is the button just next to it as well. That will give me a little bit more extra fuel to go out and do some more recording in this field. But stay tuned, because I am really excited to get back in here. And to be honest, if it wasn't starting to get dark, I think I'd probably just stay and see what amazing bits we can get. But unfortunately, it is time to go home. Thank you all so much for watching this one. And of course, I will see you all again on the very next hole.